Boy, since they've come through the door only last month, they've wasted very little time in making an impact, haven't they?
No, they haven't. But maybe both of them have got a point to prove as well, as you said in Asensio. Maybe more so Marcus Rashford because he's been playing in this country his whole life. But they've both looked really sharp. They've both had an impact. Every single time they step onto the pitch, they try and make things happen. And today it all came together. I know Rashford's probably a little bit disappointed and didn't get himself a goal. But I thought the parts he played in the two Asensio goals, I thought he looked outstanding. And two really well taken goals by Asensio. So, I mean, if you're Unai Emery, it couldn't have gone any better for you.
Was that a much better second half from Aston Villa? It took them a while to get going in the first, didn't it?
It was, for me, more of the same of the back end of the first half. You could see them creating chances and they just kept on with that. They did the right things when they had the chance to break. They broke, they played the ball wide. They also had attackers running in behind, so they made it very hard for Chelsea's defence. And like Benny says, when Rashford comes on and Marlon come on top of having Asensio playing as well as he was with the midfield that they got dictating, it was just so many options for them every time they broke. They could have picked a pass left, right, or even had a shot themselves, and that happened time and time again. And it doesn't help when you've got Chelsea's midfield, which is effectively today only Caicedo, it seemed like. He was the only one trying to run, and it's a lot of ground for one man to really cover. Let's
have a look at the first of those two Asensio goals then. How clever was this from Marcus Rashford?
Yeah, he does really well because in that position there, he's looking right across the line, so he's in the perfect position. But he times his run to perfection and gets himself in there. But it's not an easy one, but for him to kind of keep his balance and get it across to Asensio, he does really, really well. As I said, from this perspective, I mean, he's in loads of space, but he times it really, really well. And Asensio gambles, gets himself in there, and if you're not in there, you don't score goals. And he manages to do that, Shaun, and it's a really nice, tidy finish. Easy finish, but tidy.
I think what Rashford done there for me is brilliant because he goes to swing for the ball before that touch happens.
Yeah.
The adjustment he does then, just to side foot it back across, is brilliant. And if you see Asensio's run all the way through that play, he doesn't break a stride, he doesn't really sprint. He just floats around in areas where it seems like he can only see the numbers on the back of the Chelsea shirts, and the Chelsea players didn't see him, and he finds himself in a massive gaping space where it was just him there, really.
It's a good point. You say clever, it's the awareness, and I suppose that sharpness comes with game time, which is what he's getting right now and benefiting from.
Yeah, exactly that. I think as footballers, and certainly in attacking areas, I always thought about continuity. You need that kind of continuity to keep playing, to find that rhythm, because sometimes when you're in the team, when you're out the team, 50 minutes here, it just doesn't help. You'll never see the best of anyone. Now, I expect as the season kind of progresses and we get towards the end, you'd expect to see Rashford in there week in, week out, because his performances are a warrant of that. But I just think he looks sharp, the fans love him, and he could feel that energy as well. And I said, as he came on today, he made an impact, and that's what you want from your January signings.
I couldn't agree more. I'm delighted for him. I think it's been a tough 6 months to a year for him, and to see him come onto the pitch now at a different team, new players, and play with, in many ways, the confidence he has done in the games that he's appeared in is what we've all been waiting to see, and I'm so happy for him.
Combination worked perfectly in the 89th minute, which always makes it that much more dramatic, of course. But this was only after Malin forced the save of the keeper. And, of course, the goal then came from the resulting corner.
Again, Rashford's at the heart of absolutely everything. Really good run from Malin as well. But it's the little pass from Rashford, the little touch and the little slide pass. And it's the perfect way to pass. And the goalkeeper in that situation does really, really well there, right?
And here you can see Cole Palmer's asking for help, nothing comes. Rashford picks him out with a great left-footed cross. But the finish, for me, that's all you got to do as an attacking player. Hit the target, make the keeper work. And that's what he done. And it goes, it's a horrible mistake right there to roll through him. But Villa won't complain. Villa did all the right things there, and they've got a goal from it.
As much as a fantastic goal from Aston Villa, and it is really well worked, I mean, Jorgensen there, goalkeeper, doesn't cover himself in glory. And I think that situation with the goalkeeping at Chelsea will cost them throughout the season. I hate digging out players individually, but when you look at Robert Sanchez, when he's had opportunities, he's made mistakes. Philip Jorgensen probably thinks, right, this is my opportunity to stay on the team. He makes mistakes. And when you're pushing for Europe, and certainly this part of the season when we're talking crucial parts where positions are starting to take place and you're making simple mistakes like that, that's not going to give you back for confidence, it's not going to give you manager confidence, it's not going to give you supporters confidence. So that's a really, really poor decision from Jorgensen.
It's also going to put a lot of pressure on your attackers to have to force chances and not be patient with it, because they feel unease that if they go down the other end, they could concede a goal. So it's not a good position for Chelsea to be in right now.
Do you think also match fitness had something to do with the outcome of this game? Shaun, you were saying it felt like Chelsea in the last 10 minutes, they were out on their legs. And even then, on that set piece for the second goal, they were almost shorn of numbers to close down the short corner.
I would honestly go further than the last 10 minutes because I said to Benty, I reckon about 55, 60 minutes, Chelsea just looked leggy,
Still with half an hour to go.
Especially within that midfield area. Aston Villa just had more legs than them and they used it to their advantage. I'm a massive fan of Reece James, but I don't recall seeing him run, let alone sprint within that game.
Yeah.
And for Caicedo, that is too hard.
Right, let's get post-match reaction. I am delighted to say we can talk to Villa's two-goal hero. Marco Asensio joins us now from Villa Park. Many congratulations, Marco, on both those goals. You must be delighted.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm very happy. The effort of the team was incredible. The atmosphere here in Villa Park was incredible. So yeah, very happy for my first goal with this shirt and for obviously the win because it was important to win today to keep the 3 points.
It's been a while since you scored 2 goals in a game. I've been told it's over 3 years. So you know these days don't come around that often for you.
Yeah, the confidence of Unai, of the teammates. Yeah, I want to have more nights like that, and we are working for that and for win every game.
So how are you finding life at Aston Villa?
What? Sorry.
How are you finding life at Aston Villa?
Good, very good. Focus on football, working because I have to adapt to the Premier League, to the training, to the teammates. So yeah, working a lot, adapting with the help of everyone. So yeah, I'm very happy and very focused in the objective of the club.
Marco, you look like every game that you're playing, you're getting sharper and sharper. Do you feel that way, that the more minutes you play, we'll start to see you back to your very, very best?
Yeah, of course. Every game I feel better and I feel more confident. Also, I know the teammate know me. So yeah, I want to grow up together, to keep pushing, and yeah, now focus on Tuesday in Crystal Palace.
Marco, just a quick one. How are you finding the intensity in the Premier League compared to La Liga?
Wow, it's different. Yeah, because there are a lot of transition, a lot of small games in the game. So yeah, in every chance you can score, or you can the other team can score also. So yeah, we have to be strong, to be focused in the 90 minutes, and that's the most important because every team have a lot of players with a lot of quality, and yeah, that's the strength of the team. Another time we come back with a goal of theirs. So yeah, happy.
Now, winless in the last 7 on the road in all competitions, and for them, their frustrations continue right now, Shaun.
They're going to keep continuing if they put on performances like that as a team. I think, even though I'm sitting there saying that I don't think they played that well and they look complete, they still had chances. They still had opportunities to either get back in the game or possibly win it. They don't take the chances, as we alluded to at the start of the show, and it seems to be a running theme for them at the minute.
It's no goal or assist in 6 games for Cole Palmer. Yeah. Did tonight sum him up in where he is right now?
Do you know what? He had a couple of opportunities today which he probably would look back and go, I probably should have done better. But you can't really blame Cole Palmer. I mean, you look throughout the attacking squad. I mean, Pedro Neto's got 2 Premier League goals all season. Jadon Sancho's got 2. Christopher Nkunku's got 2. I mean, they're so heavily reliant on one player, and at some point, Cole Palmer was never going to be able to keep going and going and going. I mean, in this scenario here, it almost feels like if he doesn't take this chance, he's probably thinking, when's the next one coming? Now, really, he should probably give it to Nkunku, who's there. Yeah. But I don't blame him for taking the opportunity because he's trying to create, he's trying to do a little bit of everything. And if he gets no help as a player, Shaun, you're going to get frustrated. Yeah,
and you can see that frustration coming out. You can see him shying away from playing the passes that he would have played at the beginning of the season because for him, it feels like I've created so many chances and in many ways you guys are not taking them. So now I have to try and do it myself, which isn't necessarily always the way to play, but he must feel like he doesn't have any choice.
Yeah, more questions. And it's down to Enzo Maresca right now to find more answers, particularly as he juggles between his goalkeepers from Robert Sanchez and now Philip Jorgensen after what we saw in the dying moments